pleasure to see you today.
Good afternoon.
You're here a little earlier than I expected. I had you in for next week.
Yes, I wanted to come talk to you about my thoughts on terminating treatment at this time. I just have a lot going on right now, and with my stresses and responsibilities, I'm not sure quitting smoking is best for me right now.
Sounds like you feel like quitting will contribute to not being able to cope with some of the stresses of your home and work life.
Right. I mean, it's the only thing that keeps my head straight sometimes, and I just feel like it's not that bad of a drug. I mean, I'm not getting drugs tested at work, and it helps me calm down when my anxiety hits.
So you feel like the benefits of smoking outweigh the benefits of quitting? And if you really feel that way, I can respect your decision. But before we terminate treatment, do you mind if we use this possibly last session to explore that?
Yes, I guess we can take advantage of this time.
Good. So let's look at the pros and cons of smoking. You said that it helps you cope with the stresses that you don't get drug tested. Any other benefits of smoking?
Sometimes I have pain, and I don't like medication because it makes me sick. I feel like it helps with my pain and anxiety as well as nausea.
So you feel like there's some health benefits to smoking marijuana?
Yeah, at times.
Okay, well, what about other times? In which ways has smoking created issues with your health?
Well, I don't know. The only thing I really deal with is coughing in the morning, and sometimes it really makes my eyes itch.
Is there anything else you could think of?
Sometimes I can't concentrate on my studies when I do it, and it takes me forever to read an article, when I'm high.
In what other ways has marijuana created issues for you when you were high?
I know I lose everything, and many times I can't remember things. I get really lazy on it too. I even procrastinate pretty often. Plus, I don't really like, having to spend money on it all the time, and it stinks. You can't hide that from the cops if you get pulled over.
All right. Okay, well, let's write this down and get a visual. Pros and cons. So, on one hand, smoking has been good for you as it has helped with stress and anxiety, pain, and nausea. As well as there's not really a risk to smoking with your job because you don't get tested.
Right.
But on the other hand, it has affected your respiratory. It is difficult to concentrate. And you spend a lot of money on there. Also, there's a great possibility that if you get into legal trouble, that it will be difficult to hide.
Yeah, well, I guess that doesn't weigh out well.
Well, it doesn't affect your job at all. But how important is your studies to you?
It's very important. I'm paying for school, and I need my degree to get this job that pays me better than what I do now.
Where do you work?
At a factory.
What is the procedures for if you get hurt at work?
They will drug test me then.
And if you're positive for marijuana, what happens?
I will lose the opportunity for workers' compensation and most likely lose my job.
So it can affect your job.
Yeah, I guess so.
What happens if you get into legal trouble with marijuana?
I will probably have to pay a fine, and it will be on my record, which could affect my future when looking for a job.
Let's add all this to your pros list real quick. Your cons, sorry. Let's add this up. Here, matter of fact, here. Let's look at this. When looking at that, what does that make you think about?
Maybe I do need to stop smoking. I just feel like I don't have the mental stability to do that right now.
Well, I believe in you. Who else wants you to stop smoking?
My lady wants me to quit. She just thinks it's so easy. She's never smoked before. She doesn't understand how hard it is going to be for me.
There are many people who do understand how difficult it can be for you. You won't be the first or the last to feel like this. It'll be a process. There are groups who support people in their recovery for that reason. Otherwise, my job wouldn't be necessary.
Well, I am definitely going to need some support.
It sounds to me like you have the support of your lady at home, and she believes you can do it. I'm here for you, and well, I believe you can do it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you in yourself to change this habit?
I'm a 5, maybe a 7 with a lot of time and patience.
Change takes time. How soon do you think you can begin working on that change?
Well, I'm going out of town with some friends that smoke next week. I'll be too tempted. Then so would be after that.
So you feel like you can quit after that?
Yeah, I could, but I'd be afraid I would fail.
Lapses are temporary and a learning experience. It doesn't stop you though. If you do relapse, what are some of the things that you can do to get back to quitting?
Well, I guess I could just try again and recognize whatever kept me from quitting.
What are the things that you recognize now that could get in your way?
I don't know.
Well, you mentioned you have friends that also indulge, and when you're with them, the temptation is a bit much.
Well, yeah, it's kind of what we do. I feel like if I quit smoking, they wouldn't come around anymore.
Is there any friends or family members you can enjoy spending time with that don't smoke or respect that you don't smoke and won't do it around you?
Maybe.
So you're concerned with losing your friends when you stop smoking because there's nothing else you do, and then they only hang out with you because you smoke weed marijuana.
Well, no, they were my friends when I quit smoking for a little bit a couple years ago. I just had to leave when they started smoking.
So what did you do last time to help you quit?
I had to do the medicine I was taking for pain from a car accident. I wouldn't get the pain meds if I tested positive for drugs.
Well, when you have a reason to, you can quit.
Yeah, but it's got to be a good reason.
Did we speak of any reasons today that you consider to be good reasons?
Yeah, we have plenty of good reasons.
So now that you have a good reason, what will your next step be?
I think I'm going to need a support group. I probably should organize my life better so it's not so stressful. Then I won't feel like I need it.
I think that's a great idea. Would you like to brainstorm on that with me during our next session?
Okay, Miss Maria, we can make another appointment.
Great.